Hi, my name is Josh, and I write for Cycle Tech Review and sometimes cyclingnews.com. I write about bike technology, and we're publishing a lot of great articles right now, but I'm also doing a little bit of YouTube since, like many of you, I'm trapped in the house. If you've never ridden on Zwift before, you might be wondering if you can do it right now. And the reality is it's actually quite simple. You're going to need a trainer that is supported by Zwift, and you can find that list at zwift.com/hardware. They support a wide range of smart, of course, trainers, and also older trainers that are not smart, but they have mapped the resistance curve and they'll work perfectly fine. You'll also need a speed sensor if you're not using a power meter of some kind, either through a smart trainer or some other kind of power meter. And you'll need a way to connect the speed sensor to the computer. And of course, you'll need a computer to run Zwift and set it up in a way that you can look at it. I also recommend a fan, but your basic bare minimum setup is going to be a trainer that's supported by Zwift and a speed sensor, and then a way to connect that speed sensor to the computer. Now, if you have a Bluetooth only speed sensor for some reason, I don't know that any of those exist, but if you happen to have something like that, you could connect via Bluetooth to the companion app for Zwift on your phone, and then it will relay that information to the game. If you are needing to purchase an ANT adapter for the computer, keep in mind that you can't just plug the little adapter into the USB port. There'll be too much interference and it'll drop constantly. Probably the cheapest way to get around that is to use a USB extension cable. However, if you're buying a whole new setup right now and you're ordering anyway, I would recommend the TASX ANT antenna. It sort of sits up separate, and it seems like a really good option, and it's probably not more expensive than buying an adapter and an extension cable, and this way it just works the way it is. And anything beyond that is really those are ways to make it more fun and more interactive, but those are the basics that you'll need. There are, for some races, they will want you to have a heart rate monitor. You don't have to have that just to ride in Zwift, but if you happen to get in a race that requires it, I guess you would want to have it. You probably have that anyway, and that's all going to connect the same way your speed sensor is going to.